Yeah. What's good, everybody? It's episode 34 of the Top Rope Boys Podcast. Like always, it's your boy, the EST, the DMV, the straight edge superstar, the rated S superstar, the Chocolate City Saint, the Bayesian Bulldozer, the Cameroonian Nightmare. What else? El Misterio Negro. And, you know, what what they be calling me? What they be calling me, Vaughn? They be calling me Freak Man, Freak Man.
That's Steph freaking Rollins.
Steph Freakman Rollins is crazy, but that is what they be calling me, spinning me. Um, like I said, this is episode 34 of the Top Rope Boys Podcast, so I appreciate y'all like always for tapping in. Please, please, please give us a like, comment, all that jazz. But with that being said, I got my OG with me. We running the little tag team today, little tag team. We moving like the Hearst Syndicate right now, for real, for real. So
Yes,
my
sir.
man, Vaughn, how you feeling?
Yeah, Taco Nation was good with y'all, yo. Happy Friday. It's been a good week, y'all. I'm out of the school on Monday and Tuesday, short week for me work wise. Got some good
Yeah, yeah,
wrestling in.
yeah,
No
yeah, yeah.
complaint from me, So like always,
Yeah.
we got El Grande, Negro. We got El Mysterio Negro. It's time to get into it, y'all. So don't be rambling. Let's get into it, Steph.
Let's go. Let's hop right into it. So let's start off with SmackDown last week, man. We had Rio go up against Nia Jackson, Last Legend for the women's tag team titles. Man, I ain't gonna hold you.
Hoops.
If there was
Hoops.
ever hoops, 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 and if there was ever a team where I was like, okay, I would be fine with them taking the belts off of Rio, I'm gonna say it. It's Nia Jackson, Last Legend. Now I get it. Folks gonna be like, oh, but the Bellas are back and they reunite. You know they're gonna put the belts on. Hey,
I
hey,
don't
man.
care. I
I
don't
not
care.
not one bit. They was hooping out here. I mean, real deal hooper. But
Man, it was so good. Like
man,
it's. Oh man, I'm sorry. You go.
no, no, go ahead, go ahead, man, go ahead.
Yeah, I would just say I'm excited with hoops. Like, it's one of those things where like we always been talking about number one, just how good Lash is looking. Lash looked phenomenal in that match. Like she belonged, definitely up there with like the top women athletes of SmackDown. So like it was a great showing for Lash. We got some crazy spots. I mean, now that Rhea is able to wrestle someone who's also, a powerhouse like her, she can pull out those crazy like hurricanranas and she's like a
Yeah,
springboard into a hurricanrana then last quarter. That was
dude,
crazy. Like,
the chemistry between her and Lash is incredibly dynamic, and I think that's going to end up turning like once they're ready to finally take Lash out of the tag scene, which I would guess probably like late 2027 the release, right?
mhm.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah, I
that
agree.
Rhea feud is gonna cook,
Rhea
cook.
Lash is gonna cook. And I ain't gonna lie, if they do it, I ain't gonna lie, I kinda wanna heal Rhea and like a face lash and
I'm
then
not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
just let Rhea, get lashed over. Like that'd be sick. So but yeah, overall it was a great match. Like I said, table spot when EO what suicide dived into Nia Jax to the table. Then we had Lash tackle Rhea into the barricade. It was a fun match. And one of those things where I'm glad it ended in a count out or just a he just stopped the match overall because like you said, keep up both teams strong for the eventual.
Yeah,
Hopefully, hopefully they take the butts off them soon. But I'm gonna split because I need like Rhea and Io in like the main event scene. But it was a fun match, man. It was so much fun.
it was. I'm not gonna lie, man. There's been a lot. Like I'm looking over all the stuff that we got to cover this week. There were a lot of countouts. Like I didn't even realize until we started talking about it. But
Yeah.
nah, like overall, really, really super fun match. As much as I have my, I don't even want to say, I'll let's just call it distaste. As much as I have my distaste for Rhea and possibly Io being in the women's elimination chamber, uh, like with them still holding tag belts, like dude, I can't say that they haven't been defending. Like they've had a really, really fun tag run since they picked the belts up. When was it? Top of January? Because they got them the first Raw of the year, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So, and like I said, it's been a fun run, but like it's one of the things where like I don't know, I don't know. I'm just clamoring for them to be more in like the main event, doing solo stuff than like the tag stuff. Just my personal opinion, but it's good though. Like I can't complain. It's good.
Um, man, real quick, I want to touch on this. We're not gonna spend too much time on this, but I do want to touch this because I think this was funny as hell. Nick Aldis is the most fuck it, let's do it GM of all time because how nonchalant do you have to be to just randomly do a 10-man tag match and also to pull Apollo Crews and actually give him TV time? I thought that was hilarious. I just thought that was genuinely hilarious. Shout out to Nick Aldis. Happy that Apollo
Yeah.
Crews is back on TV.
Hey.
Was a solid match. Solid match. However, they keep pushing off this Hayes and Dragonov match either the Friday before Mania because they never give the US champ any love, or it's gotta be a Mania match, man. If you're gonna push it off that long, let it be an actual Mania match or let it be the Friday before Mania.
Yeah, like it has to be close to that, you know. 'Cause like I said, the 10 man was cool. It was nice showing. You know, anytime I got a black man on screen, like getting a pause on TV time and some in ring time, I ain't mad at it. So, great match. It was fun. Um, but yeah, we definitely need that story to pick up. Like I'm cool with the grabs, but now I need some story with Melo. I need some feuds, need some rivalries. So let's get to it. Like I need to get it going.
Yeah, I think the next big thing for the two of them, or at least for Carmelo, at least, I'm interested to see what his story is going to look like coming out of the Chamber qualifier that's happening tonight between him, Damian Priest, and Trick Williams. Any any touch of Trick Mello, I'm with it. Oh, so
I'm excited for
I'm very
that.
interested to see how that goes. I think the next big thing we got to talk about from SmackDown last week was obviously the Elimination Chamber qualifier between Alexa Bliss, Julia, and Selena. Um, where do I start with this? So, first off, giving Selena just Aleister Black's theme music has got to be damn near character assassination. It has got to be damn near character assassination. And I say this coming from the nicest place possible because I really am a giant Selena fan. Watch, w- go listen to the old episodes during her whole U.S. title run. I've been standing 10 toes down about Selena, 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 Selena. But
Yeah, yeah.
what they are doing to my girl is not right. She is her own individual. Like, I get it. Her and Alistair are a team. And if you wanted to give her a more rock leaning team, you could do that. But to just copy and paste Alistair's shit is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Or, you know what was even worse than that, actually? When they just gave her the SmackDown theme song.
Yeah, like she definitely she had the SmackDown theme for a little bit. It's just they doing her so dirty with like her like presentation. Like
Like, I
it's
get it.
cool now, but yeah.
I get it. Y'all got the partnership with Megan, but if you could at least give her like the Cobra Rock remix or something, like something that fits a little in the middle there, son. You feel me?
Yeah, like
But
they could easily, go like I said, little generic rock riffs or something similar to the theme. But yeah, nah, it's yeah. But the match was okay.
yeah, the match was
It's
okay.
cool.
It was just predictable. Like everyone, like I feel like as soon as it was announced, I knew exactly who was going in. Um, I knew exactly who was taking the fucking pen. I'll tell you that much. And so it's character assassination, dog. This is character like, and the thing is that like I think that she can do really, really like you know how crazy it is that like with all the talk that we had about like how bad Julia was being booked when she got to the main roster during her first little run, that she's now out of this match, not even the worst one being booked. Like Selena is amazing on the mic, very solid in ring, can talk circles around anyone. I feel her her being just a manager to Aleister Black is incredibly underutilizing her abilities. And I don't want to turn this into a whole Selena's being underbooked rant, but it this match showed it like in so many ways. And it's just like I think she had some really great spots. I think they did like a double code red, which I thought was really, really cool because
Mhm.
obviously actually I will say one great thing about this match and how it was booked. Putting the three of them in the Elimination Chamber qualifier was a great way to show off all three of their styles because they are very compatible and they are very similar in terms of sizes and things like that. It wasn't
Mhm.
like a lot of things where we've been seeing where it kind of like it didn't. The three of them, it didn't feel off-putting at all, or it didn't feel incredibly predictable, other than the fact of we know which one was going because we know that they want to sell tickets.
Yeah, like the star
Like
power, like yeah, the star
exact,
power was the only giveaway was that like it wasn't like in the ring and I'm like too crazy. Like the star power literally gave it away because it's Alexa Bliss.
yeah,
Mhm. But like you said, it was a great match. I mean, good match. They did match pretty well. It it's just one of those things where I kind of bet a few times with Julia. But like I said, Charlotte Oracle, I just think they're trying to, progress the story with the thing he's been predicting since a couple weeks ago with the Julia and Kiana. So, but
exactly.
it was cool.
Um, and then of course we had Jade Cargill defend against Jordan Grace for the WWE Women's Title. Now this was actually a really, 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 really good match. Um, but I think the thing that took away from it was the fact that Liv and Dom decided to come out and make it. This was the 13th, so they decided to make it a part of their Valentine's Day celebration to go ahead and watch the match because obviously Liv still hasn't picked her opponent. Now, again, I love Dirty Dom. I love Liv. I love the two of them together. I think Liv is one of the key pillars of the women's division in all of WWE. So her coming out, I was like, okay, cool, this is dope. It makes sense. They're actually making Liv seem like a looming threat on both shows. However, when the match starts heating up and then you start panning over to Liv and Dom eating chicken nuggets, that's when it starts to get a little. It start like we had all this. We as fans, we have been asking for Jade to defend against Jordan for the longest, and then we finally get the defense. And I think maybe only like 60. I'll give him a solid 70% of the match was actually shown on TV.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know. What did you think? Because I'm gonna start seeing it like,
I mean, if we're talking like just the match and all the other stuff, it was great to me. Like I feel like it was a great showing, especially we know Jordan hoop. It was a great showing for Jade because Jade always gets that stigma that she can't hoop, she can't wrestle.
yeah,
Jade is
she's
just
just a
aura.
powerhouse.
Yeah, and like I feel like that was a good showing to put in there with Jordan, who's a hooper, and then try to keep it with Jordan, hit the big spots. The finish with the one hand Jaded was pretty sick. I mean,
Dude, that was insane.
yeah, so it was good storytelling. Jade was selling the moves. It was just a great in-ring performance for Jade, and I think hopefully they catapult her into bigger in-ring performances from here. The thing with Liv and Dom definitely changed my emergence a little bit, especially because at one point they had what did Wade Bird say? Like that like a bottle of Dom in the bottle, and Wade said
Yeah.
Dom tastes good or something, and I'm like, whoa, you lost me, Wade. Now
Whoa. Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
got you
yeah.
got to pause that, Wade. Now I'm not emerged anymore because you didn't said that. So, um, but other than
Wade
that, I
Barrett,
feel like
Wade Barrett, little freaky boy. He's a little freaky boy.
he's a freak man too. So so with that, I love the match. I love the finish. Dom didn't ever take away too much from it, but it definitely was a little like what's what I'm looking for? A little distraction here and there. But overall, I love the match because like Jay looked really, really good in it.
Yeah. Um, let's see. I think as far as I'm not gonna lie, man. It's very evident who Liv is going to choose, especially after what happened on Monday. But man, what's the direction going to be for Jade as we head to WrestleMania season, dog? Because everyone thought it was going to be Bianca, but if you've been watching the IG stories, she just went through surgery, recoup, all that jazz.
I
At
miss
this
Bianca
point,
so
take my finger.
bad.
Take my
Right, 10
finger.
lines. I miss Bianca so bad. Like I feel like this it's mania. Like we need, the EST. Like it's gonna be hard this year not having her around. Maybe like a last minute insertion if she can perform at that time, but I mean she gonna probably take time to recover. That looked bad after the surgery, so
Yeah,
but
and I think
speaking of recovery.
the only program really that they've been building that they could essentially do. They've been teasing Charlotte and Jade for months.
Yeah.
That's really the only plan that I can viably like see. Like as much as I like, I think if they wanted to really swerve expectations, fuck it. Let's run Jade and Jordan again at Mania. I wouldn't mind seeing it. However, it might be a little too early, and of course, especially with the reports that have been swarming around of declining ticket sales for WrestleMania 42, blah 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 blah.
Hmm.
They're gonna want to try and put as many marquee names as possible. So they're definitely gonna be like, hey, I could see, I could definitely see Charlotte walking away as a Chamber winner next Saturday,
Hmm.
whatever that is.
Yeah, it's one of Rick.
Yeah,
But
my,
um,
my trio's partner.
you,
Hey man, you actually came at a great time, man. We're talking about Jade's trajectory for Mania. What do you think?
Okay, so honestly, my whole okay, see, because I gotta gather my thoughts here, because
yeah, yeah.
I don't want to say okay. So the whole title reign period has been hampered. It's been booked terribly. Literally, I think the Jordan Grace match was her first defense, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I mean, against a
And
credible opponent because she had like DFAB
and
and those guys.
and
Yeah, she had
she's
a couple
she's held
squashes, but yeah.
she's held the title for how many months now?
Since November 1st.
Okay,
So 3 months
okay,
roughly, maybe two,
and
2.5.
it's just like I don't know what I just don't know what direction we're going because like you can say that maybe the direction was supposed to be Bianca at some point. Obviously, that's not going to happen. Um, I honestly thought Jordan Grace winning would have been great because honestly, like that title needs an injection of life right now because I don't know why they haven't been booking Jade consistently. I don't know why there haven't been any title defenses as often as there should be. I don't know why. It's just, and I don't know like why they got her like beating up on lower card talent or whatever. So it was like I just don't, I just don't understand where we're going with it. And so you beat Jordan Grace, and I would assume at this point it's pretty much guaranteed that Liv is going to go after Stephanie Vicaire. So
Yeah.
um I I really just don't know where you go. I because as far as the current um elimination chamber field, give me 1 second to pull it up here.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we know what the Elimination Chamber field is going to look
Okay,
like.
so we currently have Tiff, Rhea, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, and two more to be determined.
Yeah.
Um, I really just don't know where you go because like no matter who wins this match, like WrestleMania will be like a hard reset of the women's division on SmackDown as needed.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're going to have to go back to some of the status quo. I guess if you go back to Tiff, if you go to Rhea, if you go to Oscar, whatever. None of which are horrible decisions to say, but it's like I was just hoping Jade's reign would have been more significant and treated better. Um, because they're really making because I don't know the way AEW was booking her as TBS champion was just like it was perfect. Granted, it wasn't a world title, so it didn't require her to have 10, 15, 25 minute bangers, whatever the case is. So I mean it's a different situation, but at the same time, it's just like it can't be that hard to book, right? Like if you guys think she's not that good of a wrestler or whatever the case is, why is she champion in the first place? But obviously, in my opinion, I think they anticipated maybe Bianca being ready at some point.
Yeah,
So because otherwise, I don't know where you would have went besides that. I don't know. So I'm talking in circles here, but it's like I just don't know where you go with this. I really don't.
at this
Um,
point, you just put names in a hat, just pull one out, and then hey, you got a match at WrestleMania. At this point,
honestly, like that's why I was like Jordan Grace winning would have been great because like okay, it's like all right, we got something here. It's like okay,
At least
like
with
we
Jordan,
have someone.
at least with Jordan, it would have been that reset that you were talking about. Like the whole playing field would have completely been swept, and now there's a whole new list of rivalries that we can like test out and see like, okay, whichever one gets the most momentum, that's the one that we're pushing towards it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. But has Jordan
Um,
had a qualifying match yet for the Chamber?
Jordan has
I don't think so, right?
not had a qualifying match. No.
So maybe she needs a qualifying match, and then I don't know. Maybe they run that back at Mania. I don't know.
Yeah, because
Look,
I
man,
just
I'm
I just
telling
feel
you,
like Jordan is someone who has proven to be able to carry a women's division. So it's like she's
I mean,
someone you can
shit.
put the
How many times was she a
because
knockouts champion? Like four
four,
times?
four times. So it's like she can have great matches with people. She can like she's a believable champion. So it's like you could have went there and I would have been like, okay, great, because it's kind of the same. Not it's not the same thing, but it's like it's kind of reminds me of when Oscar ran not Oscar, but Io randomly won the women's title last year before Mania around that time, and
Yeah.
it made sense. It wasn't like, oh, Rhea lost to her. Oh shit, but like it's Io Sky, of course, we're good with
Yeah.
that. So I feel like Jordan Grace being Jade wouldn't be like, oh my god, she beat Jade. Like, so I don't know. I just don't know where you go, bro. It's weird. I can't even give you a thought. Like, honestly, as far as the road to WrestleMania goes, this is probably the most confusing spot. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Hey, man, we can come back to this in like 2 weeks. But if you're gonna hate me saying this, Reek, Charlotte's gonna end up winning the Elimination Chamber. They've been
Kiss my
teasing that for.
ass. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Y'all are frying me. Shut up. No, 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 no.
They've been
I
teasing
need
that program
Nia
for like
Jax.
4 months.
Do something. Nia Jax, do something, please.
I'm not gonna lie, I
Nia
would not
Jax,
mind.
save me.
I
Hell, or
would not
Kiana
mind
James.
seeing that.
Somebody save me. Somebody save me from Charlotte, please. And if she wins the chamber, I'm just gonna roll my eyes so hard because
Oh,
they
bro.
because they did tease that match when Jade first came to the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To,
Not not
uh,
only when she first came to the main roster, they've been teasing it recently too.
and I think honestly, to be fair, you get the best match possible if you put her in there with Charlotte. So sure,
Yeah.
I get like as far as the wrestling goes, that's probably your best bet. So fine, I guess. Sure. Like if,
It's
if Charlotte
just
wins, if Charlotte wins the chamber, I'll eat that. I'll be like, you know what? Okay, I'll eat that. Fair enough.
Um, Real quick before we wrap up with SmackDown, do we want to talk about the last chamber qualifier between Cody, Jacob, and Sammy, and how absolutely predictable it was, in my opinion?
Oh man, bro, it was funny because people were so pissed about it. Wait, Mello versus Trick versus Damien. Oh shit, I didn't see that. But anyway, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the SmackDown lineup, and wow.
that's gonna be sick. Yeah,
So we're
we
getting
can
we're
talk
getting
about
Yeah,
tricky
that.
Mello. We're getting tricky Mello in the ring. I love it. But
Trick
shit.
Mellow Gang.
Obviously, Cody was always going to be in the chamber. I mean, it, it, I literally have no other words. Like Cody was going to be in the chamber, no matter what. Cody might win the fucking chamber. I mean,
I'm not gonna
whatever.
lie, you could have had Cody on the card, but you did not need him in the chamber. You could have ran another match for that man.
Because I thought they was going to run the. Because I was like, Sammy can win. You run Cody and Jacob 1v1 at chamber, get that started, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you,
That's what I
thank
thought they
you,
was
Mm-hmm.
going to do.
Yep.
Because
thank
I was
you.
still holding out hope for Sammy kind of getting there. I was kind of like still on that, but I was like, yeah, that's over with. Sammy's world title dreams right now are dashed, unfortunately. But I mean, Cody was always going to win. I mean, whatever.
Yeah. I would just say it was a fun match
It's
though.
really all you can say.
I would say this match was fun. Like the match was
It
fun. A
was.
nice long match that took their spots off. I love the Drew interference. I mean it has
Drew
been a triple threat,
McIntyre has
right?
Drew McIntyre has taught me I am not hating enough.
At all. Like I
I'm
did up my
saying,
hate. So it was a fun
neither.
match. We knew Cody's gonna win, but it had a triple threat. Like even if Cody does win Chamber, Jacob got to somehow insert his way into the match like how Rhea did last year.
Yeah,
Oh,
I feel like
absolutely.
you can't just have Cody win and then throw Jacob to the side. I feel like you
Yeah,
cannot do that. So I'm with Vaughn. Like,
Dude,
you can't just throw Jacob to the side because you got him involved. He's in there. He's in
yeah.
deep. You know what I'm saying? He already
Jacob
had beef
has
with Drew. Now he's in deep with Cody. Like, you have to have him in this match somehow, some way.
yeah.
Jacob has more credence to be in that match if it ends up happening at Mania than Rhea did during the whole thing last year.
100. And that was just
100%.
Rhea being like,
I'm
yeah,
Ripley.
I want to be in this match, so I'm going to do it. So that's really all that was. Jacob has
Yeah.
every right to like be in this circle. All respect to Rhea. I love Rhea.
Yeah.
Let me just
Of
say that.
course.
I'm just saying, like,
We love Rhea at TRB.
Bianca said it herself, like, you're not supposed to be here. And she wasn't. That's just the fact of the matter. She was supposed to be there, but yeah.
Oh
All
boy.
right.
Yeah, it was a good SmackDown. It was a solid episode.
Definitely was.
Yeah,
I'll give you that.
solid episode. Speaking of solid, let's just get into this, man. Okay, so on Saturday we had Grand Slam Australia from AEW, and I'm gonna try and run through this real fucking quick because I think Reed can agree with me on this. I know Vaughn wasn't able to catch all of it. He was kind of able to catch the highlights from it, but
I'm sorry.
this,
I'm the worst.
this, no, you're not the worst. And to be honest, let me give to all the listeners. Let me give you all a peek behind the scenes. Vaughn hit us like 6:30 maybe that night. It was like, yo, what channel is it on? I'm trying to watch. I feel like this is a great card. Let me tap in. I said, Vaughn, this is Valentine's Day. If you don't go spend time with your lady and just watch it on Sunday, like,
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Hey, I understand. That's how I'll be on like football Sundays. Like, I get it. Like, hey, I gotta lock in real quick, baby girl. Like, hey.
Yeah.
and then when I finally started to watch this goddamn show, right? Let me like the matches are solid. This shit was just filler. I would have like I'm not saying I would have rather taken Collision over this because Collision is very much a filler show. But y'all didn't need to go all the way to Australia for this.
I can compare it. Like how we used to do like PLEs overseas, like and
Yeah.
like they'll have like No Mercy UK, Insurrection, things like that.
Mhm.
That's kind
Uh,
of what it felt like to me, like a big glorified foreign house show. And I mean that in the
yeah.
best way possible because the matches were really good. It
Yeah.
was pay-per-view. It was a pay-per-view quality card. I'm not saying that, but I do agree with Steph as far as like nothing really got advanced here. It was just
Not a
like
damn thing.
it was literally great matches for the sake of having great matches. That's literally what it
The
was.
only the only story that possibly got a conclusion was the Orange Cassidy Tony Storm versus the Death Riders. And even then I don't even think that was fully concluded. Because so what? Wheeler Yuta got his hair shaved off.
Who
First off,
cares?
Wheeler Yuta made the stipulation and then wanted to bitch out last minute. Let's talk about that. Let's
Man,
talk about that.
I thought it was funny because like first of all, a solid match. Like, and I love Orange
Yeah.
Cassidy and Tony Storm together. I don't know. I
Oh,
love this storyline. I
their
love them
match
together.
together.
But it was funny because post match, Wheeler's like, yeah, fuck that shit, leaves the ring, and Mox like, nope, Mox said, nah, get your ass in that ring, bro. See, and
For
that's what I
real.
love about Mox. So we got to circle back to Mox, but the thing I love about Mox is like he might not be like a pure baby face or whatever, but
You
he's
can't
as
tell me
real as
that
it
Mox is
fucking
a heel
gets.
right now.
He's as real as it gets. He's like, look, you made the stipulation, you gotta own up to it. You gotta be a man about it, and that's some real
Yeah.
shit. Like, yeah, like we're the Death Riders. We fuck people up. I understand all that, but you gotta be a man of your word. This is honor at the end of the day, type shit. So I love that. Like when Mox came, I was like, yeah, bro, go back to that ring, bro. Go ahead, bro. Like, yeah, I'm
And
disappointed, but
so
like, hey,
my thing is like, all right, I'm gonna talk about this like it's just a general overall thing, and then we're gonna get into the matches here and there. Because like we said, solid matches, really good wrestling. which is typical for AEW. But as far as the stories, um, like you said, we got to circle back to Mox. You cannot tell me that Mox is still a heel since World's End or whatever it was that he won the Continental Championship. You cannot tell me that that man is still a heel. That man is that man is a tweener at best. Um, him and Takeshita going to a time count out. That was a choice I understand because I get it. You want to save the actual decisive victory for Revolution.
Mhm.
However, you could have just given another eliminator match if you wanted. Like it could have just been another eliminator match if you wanted to build anticipation and then have Takeshita come and interfere. But I also get it. You want to put marquee names to sell tickets. Blah 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 blah.
See, first of all, I have a problem.
Go ahead.
So I remember like if you watch old WWE matches like Attitude Era type shit, they'll be like, this contest has a 15-minute time limit, whatever. They would announce that. Of course,
Yeah.
matches literally never went to time limits in WWE. That almost never happens. Where it's being a draw. That just don't happen that much, right? But I don't have. Well, it's not an issue necessarily because like AEW does it in such a way where it's like, okay, I can accept a draw here. You know what I'm saying? Like, do I like
I like
draws? No. Like, but even though they do use draws a lot or like way more than most companies do,
yeah.
it doesn't feel cheap, if that makes sense. Granted, I don't like it because I'm like, hey, let them go 30, 40 more minutes. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm a wrestling purist. I want motherfuckers to wrestle. But time limits, I'm like, man,
The only thing I'll
come
say
on,
about
dog.
AEW and their time limit, the thing I'll say about AEW and their time limits is that I respect them as a story device for the match because it helps add stakes. That's literally
Yes. Mm-hmm.
all.
Like that's kind of why I just kind of let it go. Like, okay, it's a title match. Gives you some urgency, and I think if you do have that time there, it definitely like makes business pick up. It quickens the pace a bit. It's like, okay, I gotta pin this guy in 3 minutes. I gotta lock in real quick. So I mean, I do love that it speeds up matches a bit because sometimes you don't want matches to drag for 5 to 7 minutes longer than it needs to be dragged on. So I mean, in the rest of things, time limits aren't in it. It's just like, damn, it's okay. Someone can get pinned here. That's okay. Like, damn, but shout out to Mox and Take though. That cook, and I love the post match interaction too. You know what I'm saying? Like Mox is so good at putting over younger talent, and he does it in like the best and purest way possible. Like it's almost like Taker in '02. Like he put Maven over twice. He kind of put Jeff Hardy over a bit in a win, but John Moxley is truly the ace of the world. Shout out to Mox. He's that guy. I love him. Yeah, so back to Mox and Takeshita. Like great match. Like I want to see them wrestle more in the future for sure. Like and like I was saying, like Mox is like one of the best at putting young guys over. Like whether it be Take, Ace Austin or whoever else, like he does it in such a way where like even though he's winning, he's making everyone look so good. And I think that's why I can really give Mox that respect where he's like I would say like from top to bottom, he's probably like the best in the world from top to bottom. Like wrestling, chemistry, just knowing the game, in-ring IQ, all that shit. Like, and a lot of things you see, he does shit on the fly. So like he knows when and where to put stuff in. So it's like Mox is pretty much the best wrestler in the world, even though And granted, a lot of Fed diehards will look at me crazy. I'm like, hey, but I'm like, that's just real. Mox is Mox, bro.
I think he's one of. I don't think he's the best in the world right now, but I think he's one of. You know me. As for right now, it's Bandito all day. But I understand the consensus with Mox.
No. And what I'm saying is like Bandito is probably the best in-ring performer in the ring right now. Yes, but I mean, I'm talking about like from like as a full
It's a complete
package.
character.
Yeah, like I'm on like he's literally great at every single thing you need.
Oh, okay. Then yeah,
So
you can make
as far as
an
in
argument for
ring,
that.
as far as like in ring skill and all that, no. But like from top to bottom, I can be like, yeah, he's the best in the world from top to bottom.
Yeah.
He checks every box with flying colors. So shout out to Mox, bro. I miss Bandito. I feel like I haven't seen him in a while.
All right. We don't really have to talk much about the Babes of Wrath versus Mega Bad. It was a really good match. But again, like we said earlier, there wasn't really much that changed. Harley Cameron wasn't losing in Australia, bruh. It's real simple.
Neither was Tony Storm.
Yeah. The thing that really did kill me though, or at least as far as everything coming out of Grand Slam, Hangman Adam Page versus Andrade, the number one contenders match for a world title shot at Revolution. Now, I'm not just saying this because I love Andrade, right? I'm saying this because from a story perspective, what more is there to be done? What more is there to be told from MJF and Hangman?
I'll tell you, absolutely fucking nothing. Okay? Like, absolutely fucking nothing. Realistically.
And we have this really good match, this really great fucking match, where Andrade takes a page out of Carmelo Hayes' book and does the double springboard off the middle rope. Dude, it was a really good, really fun match. We don't even want to introduce a new top contender. We just want to run back a match that we've had. We want to run back a match that happened at Revolution last year, a match that happened at not Forbidden Door, I believe, whenever he signed the contract. No, World's End. World's End was when MJF won it, but they did another one before he cashed in, which I think was at Forbidden Door, right? We have the world's information.
I can't remember. I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right, we
But
have the
honestly,
world.
I think as far as this goes, I think like AEW has the same issue that a lot of people claim that WWE has, where it's like it's the same people over and over. And honestly, in AEW it is, and they get away with it because the wrestling's always so good, so they get away with it. But it's
Yeah.
like, as like you said, as far as storyline goes, it's like what do we have here? Yes, granted, two guys that don't like each other. So what? Okay. Like at some point, you got to move on and try something new. Because my thing is, Hangman losing does nothing for either man, in my opinion. Hangman winning does nothing for either man, in my opinion. It's just, I don't know. I'm not like I think the match is going to be good, so it's like I'm not going to complain as far as that goes. But as far as continuity goes, I'm like Andrade could have gotten that title shot.
Yeah, and that's how I feel about a lot of things. That's how I feel about Young Bucks versus FTR, which they're building
Shit,
towards right now.
especially since like I don't want to have Jet Speed sitting back there as an afterthought with these trios tires. Trios titles.
Thank
That's
you.
that's my other issue with it all. The fact that they're kind of just along for the ride here. Like they're worried about defending the titles. Hangman's worried about something totally fucking different.
Yeah, and
So
so
in my mind, they need to drop them bitches.
you know what's so crazy? Toa Leona literally said that exact same thing during his promo on Dynamite.
Like
Um,
like it's literally a waste of time. Like
yeah, and Speedball and Kevin are too talented to just be left to the wayside.
exactly, and that's really my biggest. And like granted, like being associated with Hangman will elevate Kevin Knight, so I'm fine with it as far as that goes. But it's not, but not if you're not going to fully commit to the bit. If you're not
Yeah.
going to fully commit, if you're not going to fully commit to the bit, don't fucking do it.
Like the
Like,
best thing out of their trios run cannot be the horsecock joke and a couple of t-shirts get sold.
I'm saying, because then if they lose to the demand, then it's like, oh, now what? So it's just it's just weird. I don't know. AEW has it looks like Spider-Man 3 right now. a whole lot of branching storylines at once. Everyone's confused. No one knows what's going on.
Um, do we want to cap things off for Grand Slam? Let's talk about Mark Fletcher. I mean, Kyle Fletcher versus the
Bro.
seventh match in a year.
It was a fucking banger though.
It was.
Like, one thing I'll give Kyle Fletcher so much credit for is that, like, he gets down in the fucking ring. Like, he gonna bleed. He gonna take them spots. Like, Kyle Fletcher does everything you want a wrestler to do. Like, great in the ring, great look, the whole 9 yards. Can bump like hell. Like, dude, everything they were doing in that match was crazy as hell, bro. That ladder brain buster scared the shit out of me.
Oh, dude, that was crazy.
Because, like, I was like, it looks like it's supposed to be a suplex, but then the way the landing was, I was like, oh god, that was scary. But nah, like, I mean, these are two guys that are always going to, like, throw everything at each other regardless. So I mean, like, yes, is there fatigue growing there as far as having those two go? Absolutely. Please move on at this point. But the match was really good. I can't complain. It was a great fucking ladder match. I mean, hey.
Um,
And Kyle finally gave us a
the
pink
belt.
TNT championship. And AEW, before we move on from this, AEW is on my shit list because you bring in the inspiration, but you don't have them debut on TV. I don't like that.
You have them debut at the house show.
Like, you're in Australia. You had one fucking job. You're bro. Because here's my thing. If I'm a wrestler, a pre-known wrestler who's big where I'm from, like, it's like that's like CM Punk being backstage at Raw in Chicago, but not making an appearance. Why are we doing that? That's silly.
No. That's like imagine if they do All In at Wembley and Will doesn't come back then.
Why? Like, I just don't understand. Like, but I ain't gonna go too much into it. I just thought that was stupid. That didn't make sense to me at all. Whatever.
Let's just let's just do all the AEW, honestly. FTR versus the Young Bucks. I told you guys the Young Bucks do not need to have this feud. They could have given that win to the Rascals, Private Party.
They're trying so hard with this shit, dude. I'm just about.
So
I'm not gonna say I'm over the Young Bucks. It's just like, why is this a thing that we're doing? Why do we need to do this? First of all, I feel like FTR's they've been tag champions for too long. I feel like this is going stale.
They could have dropped it at the Doyle and Davis defense.
And I was so sure. I was like, Davis and Doyle have to win, but of course, Jake Doyle got hurt. Hope he's okay. All that good shit. But it's like, dude, it's another one of those things where it's like, if the Young Bucks win the tag team titles, so what? So, it's not like, I just don't understand what's the point of the redemption arc here.
I was gonna say, wouldn't this be like their fifth reign as tag champs or something like that?
In AEW, I think it would be their third.
Okay.
I want to say their third.
But yeah, no, it could have went to the Rascals, could have went to Private Party, like
because I'm like, oh, Private Party return, they might get a dub. No, I was lied to. I was wrong. I was like, oh well. So much for that.
I'll say though, some things that were improved on. So the fact that we actually got a TBS title defense in this amazing four-way between Willow, Mina Shirakawa, Megan Bayne, and Marina Shafir. Dude, insane. Absolutely insane.
I ain't gonna lie, the AEW women are on fire right now.
Yeah.
The AEW women are cooking so hard. Like, I'm loving it. Like, and I'm glad Willow is getting an opportunity to, like, really show off her chops as champion. You know what I'm saying? She was able to get through and defend her title successfully in this match. Because I was very much on the Marina Shafir train in this match. Granted, I love me some Willow. That's my baby girl. I love that woman to death. But I was like, Marina can get this shit done. She can get it.
Marina is overdue for a singles belt.
100%. I do think she will win the TBS title at some point because I feel like she's the perfect TBS champion.
Yeah.
But shout out to Willow. Great match. Like anytime I see the women announced for a match on AEW, I gotta tune in because they've been firing on all cylinders like for at least the last year plus. Now, I just miss Mercedes, but I'll let her do her thing for now.
You know how hurt I was seeing all those clips of Mercedes playing spades with Nick Cannon, knowing she hasn't been on TV in God knows how long.
Like the fuck is you doing, bro?
I think she's about to defend in CMLL though, so at least that'll be
Yeah,
interesting.
she does have a match over there.
All right. The Mina Shirakawa moonsault off of the top rope was really, really dope. I do want to respect also Megan fucking Bain and Marina Shafir beating the ever hell out of Willow Nightingale.
Eating the shit out of that girl.
God bless her.
Like,
Ooh. Just a good ass match. There really is nothing else to say about it other than that might be a match of the week contender. Good ass match.
speaking of really good matches, I don't even want to. Jesus Christ, I don't even want to give this idiot any credit at all. I really don't want to do this shit.
No. Before we get to that, we gotta talk about the stipulation. We gotta talk about the stipulation.
Oh my god, I don't even. Okay, I forgot about that. But like, dude, listen. Hank, here's my thing. You can't put a stipulation that significant on the line for no reason.
Yeah.
Because Cody did the same thing, right? Cody did the exact same thing, and he didn't last another year in the company. Basically, after that, so I, honestly, for one, like I said, I think it's stupid. Straight up, I think it's the dumbest thing. What is okay? I just don't feel like this match matters enough to do that. It doesn't. Like, and I mean that in the most respectful way possible. Yes, it's a world title match, but it's this rivalry or this feud is not significant enough to justify this stipulation. Now, Texas Death Match, great. That's fine.
Yeah.
But him saying, yeah, if I lose, I won't get another title shot ever again. Whatever. I'm like, brother, why?
Real quick, because we kind of jumping around. For anyone who's kind of lost context here, basically MJF or Hangman Adam Page confronted MJF and said that if he accepts a Texas death match and MJF beats Hangman, he will no longer try and challenge for the AEW Men's World Title ever again, as long as he lives.
No matter who the champion is, like it's over with.
Which tells me either one of two things. Either
he's winning,
you're winning,
or he's leaving.
Yeah, you signed the contract, dog. Triple H has talked to your ass.
I'm not okay. I'm not going to say he's jumping to the Fed. I ain't going to say that, but it's like you can't have a stipulation like that. Now, the Fed will do it where it's like you don't get a title shot as long as he's champion, type shit. Or even in TNA, having an AJ where he lost, he couldn't challenge for the world title for a year. That I'll give you. A year or the end of the next title reign, I understand. But for you to be basically an AEW lifer at this point, and to basically agree to that stipulation is like I said, the current circumstances do not call for it. It's like starting a feud and doing Hell in a Cell off rip. Why are you doing that?
It would have been fine if they were to just do it. It would have been fine if they were to just do a Texas death match.
And that's cool. Even though they have done that match to death. Cool. Whatever.
They like killing themselves over at AEW, dog.
They love a Texas death match over that motherfucker. Like, why do we keep having to prove that MJF can rumble and tumble? We know that.
Yeah, like everyone, granted, I understand. MJF is mostly known for his mic skills, but people know that he can wrestle, dog.
Bro, we know he can wrestle. We know how good he is in the ring. I hate that I hate those tropes infused where it's like, we got to see how much you really want it. Da, 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 da. I don't like that shit. Obviously, he wants it a lot. He was the longest reigning world champion for a reason, my nigga. Like, I just want us to think. I just want us to think. That's it. Just think. That's all I want.
Man, let's keep this train going, man. Let's talk about Swerve versus Kenny.
And super real. Probably, honestly, match of the year so far. I'm not gonna lie. Over the first 2 months of the year, that's probably the best match I've seen so far.
Really good fucking match.
At least best TV match by far. One thing I'll give Swerve a lot of credit because, like, when you look, he used to be very, very scrawny. That man used to be skinny as hell. That man has built himself up like a mother. Exactly. That man has built himself up like a motherfucker. And he's still doing cruiserweight-like things. You know, flips, planches, the whole thing. Like, and I love that even though him and Kenny can fly, they work a stiff style. Like, you hear it, you feel you got all kinds of knees and kicks and all this other shit going on.
Kenny needs Swerve twice in the face, dog. Them shits felt like, you ever see the Mortal Kombat shit where they are literally the X-ray of it's cracking your skull? That's what that shit felt like.
Oh, and think about you're watching, they got each other a few times.
Yeah.
Like, there was one, I forgot what Swerve hit Kenny with, but he hit him like in the side of the face or the jaw or whatever, and Kenny was just like, shit. Like, you could tell he got rocked for it. It was like, damn.
Oh no.
But man,
that house call probably rocked the fuck out of him. That shit looked like it definitely connected.
Yeah. But like it was a fantastic contest, man. Fantastic. Swerve picks up the win. After the match, I didn't think I was going to see a black man hanging a Canadian man during Black History Month. Happy Black History Month. I didn't think I was going to see that. Hey. And it's funny because he tweeted that shit out after the match. I was like, holy shit. I don't like Swerve one bit, but I'll give him credit.
I'll give him credit. the heel turn. This is another thing that I think Sears called. Sears called him turning heel a while back.
That was inevitable.
Shout out to the Oracle.
Shout out to Sears, man. Miss you, brother.
Miss you. But yeah, man. So like you said, it was expected. So it was one of the things where, like, I wasn't shocked, but I was like, really? The ref bump? The ref bump is how we gonna do this? Because that girl took that shit cold.
Bro, she took that shit flush. I was like, oh shit.
And like, the V trigger is not a soft move. Like, it's like the Claymore, deadass. It's not a soft move.
Like, he's running full speed at you. Okay? Yeah. And Kenny, like, he's not a small man either.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he might move like he might move like he's little, but he's not small. That man is solid. That man is rock hard solid. Pause. You feel me? So it was like, he's coming straight at you with that fucking knee. You have a very small margin of error, bro.
Yeah. So shout out to the ref that took that bump. That was fire. The Swerve heel turn. Look, man, I already see the writing on the wall. Hangman's gonna win the Texas Death Match, take the belt back at Revolution. Swerve is going to pop out. They're gonna run this back.
Already irritated.
See the writing on the wall.
Because we did this whole thing with Swerve and Hangman already, bro. We already did this.
The thing is that, like, they didn't even flip the sides of who's heel, who's face during this.
Like, brother, he burned your house down. Okay. Like, where do you go? Ain't nothing left to do but kill him now. Like, at this point,
y'all don't kill each other.
Like, it literally got to have a literal death match.
Do you think? Fuck. I was gonna say, do we think that we'll see the two of them lock up in like an Iron Man match or something like that? But at this point, every match in AEW is an Iron Man match when it comes to the title because they all have 60-minute time limits.
Dude, I mean, what's the point of Iron Man matches when finishes are unprotected? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna have Iron Man matches that have like 1 or 2 falls after 60 minutes. It's like we didn't even need to do an Iron Man simulation. Like, we could have just had a 1-on-1 straight up contest. Like, I don't know. I don't know where you go. Like, because AEW, I mean, because Kenny's getting written off. He may miss Revolution.
Seems like he has other obligations, so he
He
probably is going
does.
to miss the Revolution.
He is trying to have it. He is trying to finesse it reportedly, but that's something. And if Kenny can't compete, what is Swerve going to do at Revolution? So I mean, I'm just like I said, Hangman winning don't
I'm
do
swerving on
shit.
Andrade. Fuck it.
MJ,
Fuck it.
MJF winning don't do shit. Like regardless of the outcome of this match, I don't think it's going to really shake the foundation that much.
Yeah, no, this isn't going to be like for the first major pay-per-view for AEW for the year. It's not going to. It doesn't look like it's going to be a crazy like shake-up.
Man.
But hey, man, as long as it's better than Revolution last year, because that main event, oh my god.
Yeah.
All right, let's hop into grids, man. Let's have some fun.
Woo!
Time for grids.
All right, so if you are listening purely on audio, I highly suggest this is the part where you switch to video on your DSP of choice, or you check us out on the TRB YouTube. Wrestle Play Grids, for those of you that don't know, is a wrestling competition where basically is a daily challenge where we fill out a 3x3 grid that essentially has us fill in 9 wrestlers who fit both the row and column criteria. Now, gentlemen, we are down a member and we have been doing hard mode recently. Do we still want to do hard mode, pause, or do we want to stick to normal?
Man, keep it hard. Pause.
That's a giant pause.
The standard has been set. We go hard all the time. We stay hard. Stay hard.
Say that. Let's get to it.
What we got, dog?
For the columns, we have World Tag Champ, Team Cena versus Authority, and Universal Champion. For the rows, we have WWE Champion, Last Time Is Now tournament, and Wrestling Observer Newsletter Best Wrestler of the Year. I had to remember what the fuck one is.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah, Roman's on a couple of these.
Because I didn't want to say the other one, so I'll say that one.
Give me Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Nice. Team Cena versus Authority. Big Show. Big Show.
Big Show, but also we're forgetting one. Dolphin.
WWE Champion, World Tag Team Champion, 24 and after.
AJ.
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, okay. Well, whatever. Okay, I'll take that.
WWE Champion, Tag Champ.
Kofi.
Oh yeah, Kofi.
Nice.
I'm not blanking right now.
Wrestler of the Year, Cena versus Authority. Wrestler of the Year. John Cena? I mean, right? Obviously, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, obviously, right? Okay. World Tag Champ, Jey Uso? He was in the tournament, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he was, yeah.
Universal Champion, Wrestler of the Year. Universal Champion, Wrestler of the Year.
Did that guy get it? That's all his paperwork?
Dean Ambrose? Or Moxley?
Let's see. No.
What? Okay. Wait, he wasn't Universal Champion. I'm stupid. Sorry. I'm stupid.
Seth?
I want to say Seth Rollins. No.
What about Daniel? Name Ryan?
Universal Champion.
I don't think Daniel ever got Universal.
Nope.
Oh, no, he didn't. Yeah.
Universal Champion. Wrestler of the Year.
Wait a minute. Kevin? Damn it.
What the fuck? Universal Champion.
So you're telling me that whole time? So you're telling me his whole run as Kevin Steen, he was never Best Wrestler of the Year? Anyway.
Universal Champion, Wrestler of the Year. What the fuck?
It wasn't Old Boy who was in the paperwork.
Because there hasn't even been that many Universal Champions, so I'm confused.
Bray?
Did Randy hold that strap or no?
I'm going to say try Cody because they were still calling it the Universal title when he won it. They were still calling it that, like the Undisputed Universal. Okay. So technically, that the championship we have now was a combination of the WWE title and the Universal title. So technically, fair. Okay. I had to get real technical with that one. I had to think really hard about that. So I was like, what?
But for good. WWE, so we got Kofi Kingston, Big Show, Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, Dolph Ziggler, Finn Balor, AJ Styles, Cena, and Cody Rhodes.
This is an insane collection of talent here. Wow.
It is. It's also crazy. I've seen all of these guys wrestle live except for the Big Show. To be fair, I would never want to see Big Show wrestle live. That's just me personally, but yeah.
I've seen Big Show live. Shout out to Big Show.
No disrespect to the Big Show. It's just not a person I want to see wrestle live.
Wild.
He's probably a sweet dude though. Anyway, speaking of Universal Champions, let's talk about Raw, man. Let's jump right into it. Real quick, this isn't super important. I don't want to talk about it much because it was a horrible fucking tag match, in my opinion. But what the fuck were the Usos coming out to do originally?
And that's another wrestling trope I hate. You're scheduled to do something. Look, because my thing is like, if they can, so obviously they were coming out there for no reason. Because if they would have had a match booked, that would have been a conflict of interest. So obviously they were coming after the Orr farm to talk shit.
Yep.
So whatever, I guess. But yeah, it was very much honestly like a throwaway kind of match. It wasn't terrible. It was just like we didn't need to have it. I think the vision right now is as not. It's honestly it's as worse as it can get for them. Like Seth getting hurt.
So much, but the thing is that with the
Seth getting hurt, Braun getting hurt, Austin Theory isn't landing. It's just I don't know.
The thing is that with Division, if there was ever a time for Bronson Reed to prove that he is a main event heel and to prove that he is indispensable to the company, it is now. He needs to I think he is trying to figure some shit out as much as he possibly can, and I bless him for it. Because he is the only intimidating thing. And honestly, if you ask me, he needs to be in the Elimination Chamber.
100%.
Yeah.
If you want the Vision to still seem like a force, that's how you do it. But go ahead.
No, I was saying I agree with you. The same thing. Just the Vision just been landing flat. Even with the victories they're getting, even with the segments and all the teams trying to get in there, for me at least, falling flat. I don't know. It's like you already lost Seth, then you lost Braun. I don't know, just the door now not hitting. And like you said, I think we just need Bronson to go there and start literally killing people with the tsunamis again to kind of build the credibility up as a heel faction right now. But Logan's doing pretty good stuff too with the talking and being the douchebag character and stuff like that. But it's been landing flat. I don't know what's going on right now with the Division.
Yeah. I wish that this is a longer conversation to have if we want to talk about the Division to be so for real. However, speaking of things that have been landing flat or things where momentum has just been overall killed, we had two people who I think, as far as storyline wise, they've been kind of cut. The legs have been cut from underneath them. Go up against Asuka in a chamber qualifier. It was Bayley and Natty. Now, Natty debuted with a whole new character. We finally got the Low-Key legend in WWE, and they decided to not give her any extra momentum. Bayley, I still have no idea what's going on with the Jekyll and Hyde storyline, if they're even deciding to pick it up or if it's just been quietly excommunicated. That's up to y'all. I don't think we got any closure on that. But hey man, I'm never gonna be mad at Asuka in the chamber. I'm never gonna be mad at that. That's big Asuka.
I would say this for me, coming in, looking at the match at first. I kind of knew who's gonna win. I haven't had any expectations for it, honestly. But Natty looked really good in that match. I think, in my opinion, Natty was the MVP of that match. Just for the spot she was doing, she looked really strong with her the grappling, the striking, things like that. The low-key legend, I think, if booked properly, should easily be walking out of or in WrestleMania with the title for the IC title picture. Bayley looking really good, so I would say it definitely exceeded my expectations in ring wise. I'm like you, I just think that Natty or Bailey could have benefited more from being in that spot than Asuka, especially with her with the tag team stuff and then the eventual breakup with her and Kyrie Zane. I think so. I mean, even though I think she was gonna win, I just feel like it could have easily went to Bailey or Natty to number one, boost whatever they got going on with their character, which I just with Bailey we don't know. With Natty being this new Loki legend, that we've been seeing. And yeah, I just feel like it could have done a lot more for that character if one of those two would have won. Because
Absolutely.
yeah, I don't see a big for Bailey right now. Like I don't think she makes Mania unless you do like a crazy like 6-pack tag match or something. But other than that, I don't see Bailey being at Mania, which is
Yeah,
crazy.
that's the only thing I think that could really get me to see like Bailey in Mania is a 6-pack tag.
Which is crazy to say. It's just be our second year in a row not being on at Mania.
Yeah. Man, let's talk about one of the best parts of the night, if you ask me. That Liv Morgan, Stephanie Vaquer segment. So it starts off regular Michael Cole interview, he's talking to Liv about who her choice is, Dom's there, and then Stephanie Vaquer comes down. I want to see exactly what she said translated, because I know that someone put it up on Twitter, but
Mm.
essentially, to paraphrase, Stephanie comes down and is talking about, oh, you've been working hard? You've been working hard? You I've been grinding for 10 years, all else around the world.
Hmm.
And you have had everything handed to you. You came into the system and you were propped up, which by the way,
Which is not true at all.
I was gonna say Liv did not have everything handed to her.
At all.
Because if you were to tell me that putting her in the riot squad was handing things to her,
Oh my lord, the
And
Riot
being
Squad.
eliminated and being eliminated, like what's it like one of the fastest elimination times in the Rumble at one point?
I think so.
Like no, they didn't work for that. So that part I didn't agree with, but it was just cool just seeing like I don't know, like when even though I'm not sure I don't know what she's saying all the time, like it was just cool seeing Stephanie like do her promos and stuff in like
Yeah, the
Spanish.
passion.
It's believable. Yeah, the passion, it's believable, like the fire. I'm like, I don't know what she's saying, but she's saying something. So like I don't know, it was cool seeing the fire in her eyes and then how Dom was like shook translating for Liv as well. I think Dom did a good job of selling what she was saying to Liv. It was a cool segment. Like, no, that was a nice little way to kind of build momentum and towards Mania, like you said earlier. Like it's obviously going to be Stephanie and Liv for Mania. So I'm just glad they did that and hopefully continue to improve with that and add more
Yeah.
momentum into Mania.
Also, I'm gonna run through and read this real quick because I do want
Uh,
to capture it. Stephanie said, "Did you say 10 years of hard work? You're working hard? That's bullshit. You sacrificed nothing. WWE gave you everything, the best training, the best medical. You were given everything. You want to talk about sacrifice? I was born in Chile, a country where wrestling doesn't exist, and now I've traveled all over the world, Japan, Mexico, Latin America, Europe, and I've conquered everything. You should be ashamed because you need to hide behind the Judgment Day. It's sad because you need to hide behind a man. But let me tell you something. I went through hell and made it mine. Everything I did was to get to WWE and become champion. This title for me means more than just a title. It's for all the little girls, all the women who never get the opportunity and overcome anyway. Liv, if you pick me, you won't win because I'm going to show you what a real champion is. I had to
She
put my little
cooked her
promo voice
ass.
on.
I ain't gonna lie, man. She cooked her ass.
She
And back
flamed her
and
ass,
to
dog.
and to Dom's point, Dom did a great job selling that because obviously Liv can't understand her, Dom can. So like for him, so him doing what he was doing, like kind of reacting to it was great. And he made like Shorty made Liv cry.
yeah, like Liv a
Like
shook.
he was like she cooked her ass. And I think having her do her promos in Spanish is actually great, even though we can't understand her. Like, and obviously we would have to like look at promos with hindsight because after the fact when it gets translated and all that good stuff. But still, just the way she put that on, hey man, that was tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, great presentation. Like I said, one of the best moments of the night, man. Um, and then of course we had the segment between CM Punk and Finn Balor. Reek, as our resident Finn Balor fan club, how are you
Uh,
feeling?
I I am very pessimistic about this whole thing because one, Finn Balor is going to lose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Not
and
winning.
and I hate. So okay, so here's my thing about this whole thing, right? So it was supposed to be him and Dom beefing a long time ago, like last year.
Yeah.
So the fact that they keep on doing the in and out with that is irritating as hell. So even hell, even having Dom come out with him was like, what the fuck? Okay, whatever.
At least we got to know the JD back.
And it's like it's a very in between thing with Finn right now. It's like I didn't like the way they had him interfere in the Punk AJ Styles match. I didn't like that. I think just have Finn be just like a straight up guy. Like just I don't know. It's I've seen people on Twitter. They're comparing this whole thing to the Daniel Bryan thing. It's not even close to the same thing. It's not even remotely close to the same thing. It's not the same thing.
Yeah.
Like Finn beefing with Adam Pearce is not Daniel Bryan beefing with Triple H. Not the same
Not
thing.
at all.
It's not going to have this, and it's not going to have the same effect either. Now, I am glad the old theme song is back permanently. It looks like,
Yeah.
thank God.
Yeah.
So that's a start. And honestly, at this point, I do think you can even. So here's what I'm thinking happens in Chicago, because this is what makes sense in my head.
Uh-huh.
Somehow, Dom is going to cost Finn the match. Granted, yes, we've been here before, but I just feel like this is how this makes sense in the longer grand scheme of things. Finn loses. Dom is the reason Finn loses. That finally breaks off. Finn beats Dom in WrestleMania, becomes the IC champion. Everyone's happy. I feel like that's easy.
Yeah.
Like, because Dom ain't doing shit with it any fucking way.
Yeah.
So I think that's the way you go. Because like, I mean, yeah, of course, CM Punk can beat Finn clean, and then you have a segment the next night on Raw where Dom's like, "You lost, you're this, you this, you this," and then you do it that way. So there's avenues here, but I just feel like, I mean, this should lead to Finn beating Dom at WrestleMania. That's where I think you go.
Finn versus, Dom versus the Demon at WrestleMania. Need it.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I think it's just all putting pieces together for a Finn face time to get the belt from Dom.
Real quick, because we do kind of have to touch on this before we close off with Raw. So AJ Lee showed up again to help further her match against Becky Lynch and gave us a pretty awkward segment, if I got to be so for real.
It was cringe.
Okay.
It's cringe.
And this is not AJ Lee slander whatsoever. But
No,
her promo work since coming back has been spotty at best. It's been very. It drags on for a long time. It sounds like she's cold when she's talking, like she's shivering. You know, she kind of tries to put on that like crazy that crazy voice a little bit, like channeling her old stuff.
She tries to take you back, yeah.
Yeah, and then the whole thing with Becky basically being scared of her. Why would Becky have any reason to be scared of this woman? Becky has done basically, she has had AJ's career like 20 times.
Yeah.
At this point, you know, Royal Rumble wins, WrestleMania main event wins, the first WrestleMania women's main event win.
Yep.
You know,
2 belt backs, like
being a double champ. You know what I'm saying? All this shit. So it's like, why would Becky be scared of AJ Lee? I don't like, and I hate that when people turn heel, they turn into chicken shits. I don't like that. Like we know, like even when Becky first turned her, when she like her first run as the man, she might have been a heel, but she didn't run from shit.
No, she took shit straight on.
She was coming at bitches. She
slapped John Cena right in the face.
You feel me? Like she was going at bitches. She didn't care.
Yeah.
Like, even when Nia Jax broke her face,
And the
Oh
stands
yeah.
looking crazy. Like,
Hey,
no smoke.
that's one of the most iconic shots ever.
Yeah.
Bleeding, all that. What's up? You feel me? So that's another thing I don't like. Like, why is Becky scared of AJ Lee? For what?
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing because I'm like, I don't know, like I don't know, like I said, Becky for everything she's been doing, for her to be afraid of AJ Lee who's returning, and like you said, the promo's been spotty. I don't know, it's not giving enough of a fear factor that Becky should be playing the cowardly heel
Like, why is she scared? For
like
what?
I don't know, like Becky should be like the heel she's been, with the ruthlessness, being aggressive, fighting, the mischief, being like that heel. It's just I don't know.
Absolutely.
It's I don't know. I didn't like the whole interaction, but I guess I'm involved just because of the namesakes, in a sense. But yeah, Becky got to on Monday just put hands on her or something.
Yeah, she gotta tighten up, bro. Like,
Yeah,
she gotta tighten up.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I'm excited because again, it's AJ's first singles match in like a decade, but it's like, dog. This
I
is
hope I pray the match is good.
that's all. That's all really I can hope for at this point.
I pray the match is good. Because I don't want this match to be like a quick match where it's like AJ Lee bit off more than she can chew. Becky squashed her, and it's like, oh, now what?
yeah,
Because I've seen them do that shit before in the past too, where it's like, yeah. Because I remember it was like I can think of a specific example. I think it was like China came back in '01 and lost to Ivory at like No Way Out '01 or something like that, and then it was kind of like, wow, what now? And then China ends up being her at WrestleMania type shit. Easy work, right? So like
yeah,
it could be a situation where like Becky can beat AJ quick, then AJ gets her get back at WrestleMania, which I'm pretty sure is probably going to happen. I
yeah.
don't see I don't see a title change happening here, not now. So I do think Becky wins. I just hope that it's in decent fashion
The only
because
way I see the only factor that I think would cause a title change is because again, we are in Chicago. That's literally it.
so lazy, man. That's
But
so lazy. Like,
with all that
mind
being
you, she's
said,
not even from Chicago.
oh yeah,
I'm,
she's from New
I'm,
Jersey.
I'm gonna say that. Like, I don't. We don't give hometowns by association. That's lazy. Let's not do that. Like, that's so lazy. Please.
Hometowns by association is hilarious.
I was like, bro, she's not from there.
But nah, let's talk
That's
about the
funny.
last Elimination Chamber qualifier. Let's talk about Javon Evans, the young OG, Dominic Mysterio, and Gunther. Man, I just love to see a black man winning. I just love to see a black man winning.
Hey yo, bouncy boy to the roof, bro. Bouncy boy to the
Bro,
top.
That surprised me. I did not think he was gonna win it like that. That
Yeah,
got me. I popped.
I was like, oh shit.
That
same.
got me.
And you pinned the IC champion in the process, brother,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let it be
brother.
known there are now two number one contenders for the IC title because Penta beat Fake
Why
Americano.
did I forget about Penta? Wow. Mm.
Penta beat
You
Fake
did.
Americano and
That threw a
Javon
wrench in
pinned
that just
Dom.
threw a wrench in my plans. But yes, fair. Penta deserves that. I ain't gonna lie. Nah. Penta versus Dom versus Javon.
Would be insane.
That shit would go crazy. That shit
Versus
would go.
Penta versus Dom versus Javon versus Finn. I still think
Even
we gotta throw
better.
Finn in there.
Like even if Finn's not involved, like that's a crazy match to do.
Yeah.
That would be
This
an amazing
Savon and
match.
Penta, like I need that bad.
Like
Savon and Penta.
I don't know if it would surpass like Drew, Gunther, and Sheamus, but
Mm.
it would be really damn good. I think
Is that the best IC title match at Mania ever?
it might
Damn, ever?
be. It might be.
Granted, there's a lot of
That was a
IC
good
title matches at Mania
match.
we'd have to
Hell,
think about.
it might be the best triple threat match in WrestleMania history. Period.
Yeah, that
Honestly,
match was great.
and I'm trying to really be. And I'm trying to be not a glazer and like think about it, but I can't think of a triple threat match that was better than that one at WrestleMania. I can't even give you an answer. Like
I mean, I'm biased because last year my match of the year was the Roman CM Punk and Seth, but
That was a great match too.
yeah,
Yeah,
but that match was really good without his title though at 39. That was a perfect match.
Mm-hmm.
it was an amazing match. But yeah, man, I'm very, 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 very excited to see Javon in the chamber. I'm not going to lie. I have seen the rumors. I rebuke it. I rebuke it. I
I don't even
rebuke
want to
it.
talk about it, bro. I don't even want to talk about it, bro. Like, don't like it's fine because like, where are niggas getting this shit from? I'm not saying you, but like, where are
Yeah.
y'all getting this from? Stop. Don't even put if okay, because I've seen Paperboy do shit before. Because I remember it was Money in the Bank 2020.
Ooh,
No,
was
it
the
might
one
have
he
been
won, right?
2019. It might have been 2019. I can't remember which year. I can't remember which year it was, or
Was
2020.
that
I
the
can't remember
year,
which
the
year it
same
was.
year that he won?
No, it might have been 2021 actually. So Mustafa Ali was about to win Money in the Bank.
Stop it.
Hands
Stop it.
hands on briefcase. And here comes Paperboy. Wins that bitch. I'm like, oh, okay. If they let Brock Lesnar pull an edge, I swear to God, I will be so upset. I'll be thoroughly upset.
I've just been
Like,
hurt twice in the same sentence, in the same breath. Because not only did I hate that moment, because I love me some Mustafa Ali. You see the background? You see the
yeah,
background? But also, as much as I am an Edge fan, wait, he did not need to do that to Kofi. He did not.
it was so unnecessary. Like, it was uncalled for.
Anyway, man. I'm very surprised that they didn't just put Gunther in the chamber. I'm very, very surprised. But I love it. I love it. Please, let's take Gunther out of the title contention for a little bit. Let's just have him like have honestly anyone who wants to pick up the slack and really do some hard-hitting matches and kind of just defend the honor of the people that he's retired. You can keep that train going for at least a year.
Yeah. I know. I'm just like to see the spots for Javon in the chamber too. That's another reason why I'm like once he
Oh,
won, like the
yeah.
spots you can potentially get with Javon is gonna be insane. So I'm excited to see that.
That's fire. That is definitely fire. Um, what else?
I
Oh,
never like
let's.
all the bigger stuff.
Was there? Yeah, I was gonna say, was there anything else from Raw that you guys want to talk about? Should we move on to NXT?
I mean, what we do go to next year.
All right. I think the biggest thing is that they finally real NXT has finally realized that they have a tag division because that Hank and Tank OTM swipe right and the Culling number one contenders match, beautiful, beautiful.
Justice.
Um, they must have really big hopes in the Vanity Project. Now,
Listen, I'm a Vanity Projects guy. Dr. Thirst and those boys, they can hoop. Swipe right in them. Hey, I'm with all that.
you a Jackson Drake fan now?
Hey man, I'm a Jackson Drake fan, man. Yeah, I'm hooked, man. I saw a funny meme on Twitter like a few days ago saying that NXT has their Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah,
So I'm like, hey man, like he's great. And like you said, the tag match is really good. Main project's really good. Like the tag division in NXT is like cooking up again. So I'm just glad, like you said, they get some love and care.
yeah, man. Because ever since Fraxium dropped the belts, man, I'm kind of shaky. I love the fact that Dark State is seeming like an overall like real brooding force on NXT now because we had Cutler James go after Tony D'Angelo. Sure, he didn't get the win, but that's further that
Go
story.
after.
Yeah. Attempt to go after. We got Dion Lennox trying to get in title contention. Which by the way, we do have to say that Joe Hendry and Ricky Saints got confirmed for Vengeance Day, which I guess is going to be at the Performance Center in a couple weeks. Um, and then Dark State is dealing with the tag mess because Swipe Right actually got the win over this one here. And so now Saquon Sugars and Osiris Griffin have to go up against two frat boys named Ricky Smokes and Brad Baylor.
Oh yeah.
The match is gonna go crazy because they can all hoop, but this is just funny. It's just funny. I love like the character work. It's just gonna be funny.
Yeah.
I love that OTM is getting a push. I love that we're starting to see Nico Vance from the Culling actually just, not just be there. He's starting to show some character. He wants to be the unpredictable guy, even though I will say the spot between him and I can't tell whether that was Bronco or Lucian from OTM that he was facing off against. But what
Bronco, I think.
yeah, I think it was Bronco. The two of them, they definitely went to the Big E school of big meaty men slapping
Yes.
me. Just really, really dope spot. I think Sean Spears is just Sean Spears' in-ring career is just going to be taking pins. Let's be so for real. The rest
I
of his
mean,
in-ring career is just going to be taking pins. And I say this with all the utmost respect because I mean that he's going to be uplifting the next generation.
yeah. There we go. Yeah, put over talent. Like it's he's taking pins, like you said. It's for a good purpose. Like he's putting over the next generation. So like it ain't that bad, I guess. When you put over the next generation, I guess.
Yeah.
But man, that match was fun. Like Hanging Tank is so good. OTM is like easily working their way up now to kind of like one of my favorite tag teams, in NXT. So I don't know. Every time I do like these big tag matches, I become more of a fan of like the tag teams because you're able to see them in action and it's displaying like the talent you have. So like I'm just being more of a fan of all the guys who we don't get to see too often, in the tag division.
Yeah, no, most definitely. And I think it's one of those things where it's like, wow, this is a really, really fun tag division now that's getting some new life. Real quick, I want to run through the rest of NXT real quick.
Yep.
Fatal Influence to set up the match between Sol Ruka and JC Jane. Do we think that they're finally gonna pull the trigger?
Yes. I think
It's
it's more time. Well, on Soul getting the belt or the split.
both.
I think Soul wins, and then Zarya gets some shenanigans afterwards. And I think we got a fake celebration, and Zarya like F5s her, and then it goes that way.
Got you, got you, got you. I'm not mad at that. I think if anything, if they decide, even though it's definitely time for JC to move up, like I could see them wanting to hold off on moving JC up until after Stand and Deliver, so JC retains
Yeah.
because due to Soul interference, and that sets up the split head into Stand and Deliver.
Mhm.
Um,
So if they go that route, who do you think to go off JC at Stand Deliver then? If they go that route,
that's a good question. That is a great fucking question. I wish I could tell you.
yeah, yeah. I have
There's
a
no
hard time thinking like some like main
there's no
event faces
viable
right now.
contenders really. I think the only other person could be like a Kaylani Jordan because we haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, but the
But
Lola County
Kaylani's kind
beef
of
was
dealing with
crazy.
Lola. Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna go, where it's gonna go. Um, you guys be kidding me. Don't do this to me.
Hello. Yep.
Yeah, we're good, we're good, we're good. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, but yeah, so I don't know what's gonna happen between I don't know what's gonna happen between Lola. I don't know what's gonna happen between JC. Like, I think I don't know, man. It's just such a WWE thing for them to just hold on to her until after Stand and Deliver, but I also have genuinely no idea who the fuck she would take on at Stand and Deliver. I
Yeah.
genuinely have no idea. Um, I do want to say though, the men's speed for the whole time that the speed tournament has been going on in NXT, we finally got the best match. The
Yes.
best match since. Eli Knight and Elio LaFleur absolutely cooked. They went to a time draw, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So now it's a triple threat next week between the two of them and Jasper Troy for the belt. Hey, I'm not mad at it. However, Jasper Troy being the speed champion is hilarious to me still. Still very, very hilarious.
Yeah, like I said, it don't fit speed. Like I said, I think Sears mentioned that maybe it's speed in terms of like fast ways to finish, but I don't know. I don't think it's speed with Jasper Troy. So hopefully, one of those guys win. I think going into it, I think LaFleur probably pulls out with it because it's the new guy. You want to make him credible. So, but Man, I'm excited for that match. I don't know why.
The
For
other side, I'll
like
take the other side of the coin on that. I could see Eli Knight being a really, really good speed champion.
that too, because he's phenomenal too. So like I feel like Jasper definitely loses it. And it's gonna go take one of those two guys. I think it fits better with Eli or LaFleur.
Speaking of people who I wanted to lose, I'm not gonna lie, man. I know Ethan Page is only a week out from breaking the record, and I know that they're gonna have him break the record, but I really wanted Shiloh Hill to win. I really did. Like toothless aggression,
Are you a
man.
fan? This aggression.
Fan of Shiloh since the first season of LFG. I just thought that his
Uh,
packaging on NXT was just trash
it was
for like the
it was
first little
trash.
bit.
Yeah.
So now that he's kind of allowed to be more himself, and like, yes, it is still kind of chaotic, and he is still able to show that like he's smart, but also he's able to lean more into the dude. I just want to go crazy side of him. I'm so
Mhm.
with it. Um, but I don't think he's going to be the one to take the title off of Ethan. I think it will be Miles Bourne next week
Has to be
because
Miles.
Miles came out, pulled a pretty heel move for a babyface, put that man in the concerto,
He did. He
and then
did.
stomped on that man's leg. So much so that I even have to give credit to Ethan for sticking to the bit. He showed up to the WWE creators headquarters
Yeah.
for the 2K26 little playthrough that they were doing with a cane just to sell the injury. I got a shout out to him, man. I
Man,
appreciate a wrestler who sticks to the bit in an era where kayfabe is basically dead.
I am so ready for Ethan to come to the main roster. Like, I don't care where he goes. I don't care where you put him. I need Ethan the main roster bad. It's just so many feuds I want to see. Just from a mic standpoint with him, and with Ethan, I'm ready. So like, if he loses that Vengeance Day, he breaks the record, lose that Vengeance Day, then I was born. I'm not mad, but I definitely want Ethan to come up like sooner rather than later.
Yeah, same. So I think well, yeah, it's gotta be sooner rather than later. But again, I can also see one of those things where it's like, hey, we're gonna hold on
Yeah,
until after Stand and Deliver.
because you can push him and Miles for Stand and Liver feud, which would also be really good as well. So
Yeah, and it'll help elevate Miles a lot. It'll
yeah.
also get him out of that wannabe Randy persona that they keep trying to box him in.
Hmm.
Um, real quick, I'm trying to think. Is there anything like super
Not really,
crazy?
other than Tony B just beating Cutler James in like a few minutes. I mean, I feel like
Yeah.
we found Cutler James role. He's the he's the henchman you gotta fight in order to get into the rest of the bosses and the other people
Oh,
in
that's
Dark
funny as
State.
shit.
He's the
He's
final
he,
character you gotta beat first.
he's the Koopa Troopa soldier.
Yeah, he can tell the people. I'm like, 'cause I'm thinking it's like a good match. Cutler James got no offense. I think he made like one move in, but it was just a good Sean with Tony D. Which I mean, as
I would like for Cutler to get more offense in because the fact that he is an amateur wrestler. Like the fact that they're able to do this, like Kendall Gray has the same background as him. You might as well you might as well let him get something in.
yeah. But that was really it. I mean, like I said, and then like the Kehlani and Lola beef. I mean, I'm loving that. Like it's always on site with them. So like I love me a good like blood feud where it's like it's on site like no words. Got them throwing shoes in backstage segments. Got them trying everyone on social media and in the ring. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm loving the Kehlani and Lola feud. I don't know. Hopefully, it leads to one of them, getting back into the American title picture. Hopefully, from the feud. But I'm loving just the
I
on
would
site with both of them.
I wouldn't mind seeing Kaylani be two-time.
Yeah, me neither. Like Kalani is just. I think she's starting to finally get her footing and feel comfortable being a heel,
Yeah, same.
which is really really cool. So, um, yeah. There's those. It was nice. It was nice, and I think you already mentioned like the Ricky and Joe Hendry for Vengeance Day. So,
Real quick, just to cap things off, I do want to talk TNA just for a little bit. So the biggest things to come out of No Surrender, we have a new international champion in Trey Miguel. Shout out to Trey Miguel.
hmm
He finally got the custom all green title.
it's so
We
tough. I felt so tough. I'm sorry.
It is. We got Lei Ying Lee versus Ariana Grace. We have a new knockouts champion, Ariana Grace. Would I have put the belts on Ariana Grace? No, but it makes sense because she's in two prominent storylines on both brands. I like with everything going on with the birthright stuff on NXT and her storyline with her father on TNA. I get it.
Yeah, I wasn't really a fan of that personally.
Mike Santana and Leon Slater against Nick Nemeth and Eddie Edwards. Santana and Slater got the win. It looks like they're leaning towards Leon Slater picking option C, which is exchanging the X Division title for a world title shot. So I'm interested to see how that goes and just how far they're willing to pull the trigger because we already know that at the next big Impact show, uh, Leon is going to take on Nick Nemeth. And so I think if Leon beats Nick, that's probably even more reason for him to go option C, but we'll see how that goes.
Mhm.
Um oh, we're finally getting the Elena Black and Mara Sade feud, which I've been asking for a couple weeks now. That's gonna cook. Ooh, really great. Best way to end off on this. Again, another match the week contender. Elijah Mustafa Ali guitar case casket match. Absolutely insane. Guys,
I
if
was
you want to
sick.
see pure hoops, watch this match. Like, please, 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 please do. Really, really dope. Shout out to Mustafa Ali, one of the most underrated.
one of the best sellers in the fucking game.
Absolutely.
When when he was like that kind of like slide into the guitar that
Yeah.
spot,
Hmm.
the way he sold that was fucking fantastic. And I and
Speaking
I
of,
and I thought like the guitar case casket was such a unique idea.
it
I'm a
is.
fan. It's corny, but I'm a fan.
No, there were a bunch of unique spots there. So the fact that they also put the door on top of the guitar case casket as kind of
Uh,
like the Undertaker homage through it was also really dope. And shout out to Tasha Steeles, man. The fact that she took that guitar spot like a G,
I love that
gotta
girl,
give
man.
props to her. Overall, man, I'm not gonna lie. I know for the past couple weeks, it's like I come in here and I come in here and I talk about all the crap that I don't like with TNA, but I'm also able to give love when credit is due. This was pretty fucking good.
It was. I
Pretty
didn't know what to
fucking good.
see, like, because it's one of those matches that like I didn't know what to expect from it until I
Same.
saw it. Because it was like I know they can both hoop, but how is this match going to go in particular? And
Yeah.
they blew my fish out of the water by a mile. They cooked. I know we say it a
Also,
lot.
like,
I know we say this a lot about a lot of things,
uh
but they cooked. There's really no other way to
yeah.
describe it.
And the thing is that they have this. It's also how does this work as an effective end to the story? That's my biggest thing. Because a casket match has to be the end all be all. So the fact that
You would think
e-
so.
again, you would think, but the fact that we have an overall problem in wrestling right now where people don't know how to end feuds, we'll see.
When it's really not that hard. It's really here's how here's how I structure a basic feud in wrestling.
Uh-huh.
You got a series, 3 matches. I feel like any feud should be like 3 matches or so. So let's say like three pay-per-view matches in a row type shit.
Yeah.
Regular singles match, boom. Second match could be like a no holds barred, falls anywhere, no DQ kind of thing. Not maybe a street fight if you want to go there a little bit. And then last match got to be like a steel cage, Hell in a Cell, last man standing, something like that, whatever. And then boom, like knowing how to cap off a feud is so important, and knowing when to actually end a feud is more important because like you can't like you can't have the same thing go on for 8, 9, 10 matches over and over and over and over. Like you just it reminds me of that year where like basically the Mysterios and Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy and them feuded for like an entire year and only wrestled each other for like an entire year. Or
But
is
yeah.
that like the Judgment Day? Either way, that happened. I was like, dude, you can wrestle other people, okay?
No, dude, I think the worst part of that whole time period was what was a match where they took Ray's eye out?
Oh, Jesus. The eye for an eye match.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Both in
let's
wrestling.
not even
Both in
go.
wrestling was something,
That's not
wasn't it?
even because in 2020 Ray got thrown off the building and got his eye taken out. Poor guy. That man has had surgery on his knee 20 times, got an eye taken out, got thrown off the building.
It
Like
was a rough year for Ray.
super rough. And he's had some rough years.
Yeah. Um, real quick before we close out, I want to let me as a wrestling nerd, how funny this is. Knowing that Tama Tonga is taking Will Ospreay's finisher, meanwhile he's in a faction with his United Empire brethren, is funny as hell. It's
Yeah.
funny as hell.
No, that whole thing on Twitter was funny. Like I think MGF got into like the comments and with the thread. Then I
Yeah.
think what
He was
Kyle
like, what?
Fletcher
He was
got
like,
into it as
that
well.
guy used to be awesome. What happened to him? Like, remember Jeff? You remember that Jeff Cobb guy? He was awesome. What
Yeah,
happened to him?
that's oh, God.
I was
I'm
like,
like, that's
hey,
crazy.
you can't say that. That's not nice. But
No,
ain't wrong.
dude.
I think with a lot of these like New Japan guys or people that were in that scope coming in, I think it's really about like getting that last big check before you stop wrestling. Because a lot of these guys are like late 30s, early 40s. They're like, you know what? I can use 700K a year real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this little 3-year deal off real quick.
Mhm.
I feel like that's really what it is. Like
You
Tama
think
Tonga
that
and them,
that's what you think that
like
that's what's
Tama
gonna
Tonga
happen
and them,
with
they didn't have to come
Evil?
over. Fucking Evil's coming up. Evil, Hiroshi Takahashi, like a lot of these New Japan studs, like legends over there, are coming to the Fed, and it's like, why? But I honestly, in my opinion, it's for the check, and that's okay,
Mm.
and that's fine. Like if I had a whole Hall of Fame career elsewhere, and y'all want to keep me here for 500K a year just because, cool. I'll retire good. Make me an extra million or two, chilling. Hey,
I mean, shit. I told you that's. I think I told you this off mic, but I'll say it on air too. I honestly think that's why Stephanie came to the WWE.
and that's okay because sometimes because you can win titles everywhere. You can get all the accolades you want, but if you want, you gotta get that paper at some point.
Absolutely. And look, man,
Mm.
I ain't knocking nobody. And also, this is all unfounded bullshit. Obviously, don't take what we say with a grain of salt, man. But at this point, we just bullshitting. Man, is there anything else that you guys want to touch on, or I think our host with the most should be the one to close us out right quick.
Go ahead, Reek.
I don't got nothing to say, man. Trying to get back to the motions here. I've had a couple weird, strange last couple of weeks, so sorry for my absence or whatever, and also sorry for the lack of content for me as well. I got to ramp back up. It's been a very long month. I'm tired, but we're here. I'm always happy to be here. You feel me? As far as wrestling goes, I need this road to WrestleMania to stop being so goddamn bumpy. I'm kind of over it. Like, because like just seeing where we're getting to and the matches that are going to be set up, I'm just like, is it going to be better than last year? Because last year was very.
Yeah.
I remember being in Steph's old house watching WrestleMania and just thinking like, this is a Monday Night Raw, bro. And I'm not even trying to be like literally like if not for Rhea, Io, and Bianca and Roman, Punk, and Seth, and I'll also say Tiffany and Charlotte. It was just like, well, so I'm hoping that gets better. But as we close out, man, you know me, man with the plan, host the most. I'm Rique. You feel me? Stef and or Vaughn. I know Vaughn got to go. He got things to do. So we don't.
And
I
my
don't want to
lady,
keep him up any longer.
and my lady's hungry.
Hey, lock in, man.
I'm trying, man.
Do the thing, man. Tell them where they can find you, man. So that way you can,
Yeah, but like I said, man, everything TRB. I'm like serious. I'm educated. I gotta lock it down. I can't follow me, but like TRB, everything. TRB 2026, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe, follow. Show your mama, grandmama, mom, dad, ex, cooking show
your
you down the
bald headed
street.
granny, your baby
Show
mama, all that.
everybody.
Everybody.
Put TRB on the map. But with that being said, thanks for rocking with us. Episode 34 is in the books. Catch y'all next time.
Like
Peace.
always, TRB, BTA, it's your boy, the Chalk City Saint. And like always, we are over the top rope. Deuces.
Deuce.
Yeah, I did not feel like giving them all of that.
I was like, bro, I thought she was going to. I was waiting for it.